I mean, we can still wait a little bit until we get more people in the stream, and then we can start doing the introduction. It doesn't have to be super scripted or something, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah. I mean,
that's
it's
just
this is
that's
definitely not very scripted at all.
We don't
script a
have to be
podcast.
professional.
bro is stalling so hard.
Wait, let me.
But yeah,
let me
I
show you
it
how
makes
I
sense as well.
feel.
Makes sense as
We're
well.
we're renaming it to Stall Knights.
This
Let
is
me go
how you
ahead and
feel,
announce.
Renegade.
Ah yes, that's the perfect link.
Renegade, your Twitter's it's Renegade YouTube, right?
Let me check actually. I forgot.
Or
It's
YT.
renegade underscore YT. Yeah.
Yep. I was gonna say I was pretty sure it was
Okay.
YT.
Oh wait, do we have to put the stream on Twitter and Discord, or?
No, you don't. I mean, you don't have to. It's really up to you on where you want to post it out. I think it just went.
I was just gonna put it on Discord.
Yeah, I think it just went live on my Discord. We are on YouTube now.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't know if it'll help, but I'll post it on my server too.
Seldom we're giving away randoms.
Yeah, there you go. Ryan has personally guaranteed that every viewer gets 100. No, you know what? I'm not even going to finish because someone will clip it. It'll get clipped at some point. It'll make the rounds and.
I
Oof.
guarantee everyone has the opportunity to acquire 200 Aurobral today.
By
It's
slipping their
Very
credit
careful
card.
Wording, very careful wording here.
Like there. I mean, we did have an AKO mod before to give away like a monthly card, so, or not a monthly card, a Discord Nitro. So it's not out of the question, you know.
I wish they'd give me a Discord Nitro membership. That'd be nice.
I know, right?
Just be someone's.
When you host the giveaway and then you just win it yourself.
Yeah. There you... I'd be talking myself up too. The person that won this is the greatest of all time. I can't believe it. It's me. Just really kind of got to sell it.
Cue the Obama meme picture.
Yeah. The medal. Yeah.
Yeah, the medal. Oh man, it's so good that I'm able to make content again. Actually, videos don't. You can't really milk them. At least I'm able to like update my ruling base.
Oh
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Skibbity Toilet in chat.
Dodged a linking bullet there. Ooh.
Okay. I'd say we give it a couple more moments and then I'm ready to get started if you guys are.
Alright. Are we heading straight in when you go live?
Oh, I'm live. We're live right now.
Oh, shit. Let me go.
Did I just send the wrong link?
Yeah, you remember that countdown? Wait, the wrong link. Hold on. Checking.
It says waiting for
Yeah, it's still waiting for...
Ramadan.
Oh, don't tell me it. Oh, man.
Is this the wrong link? I can still correct it.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's the wrong link. I see it on my... I set it up as a prefab. It should have just... I selected it from slobs. Again, I am the beacon.
Survives first contact with the enemy.
I am the
fine.
absolute beacon of
It's fine. I can
professionalism.
ping again.
Yeah,
I didn't. Luckily, I
Not much
didn't ping everyone.
There we go.
Okay.
That's the one that should be live right now. Speaking of, let me just. Welcome to the More Sanity Required. Welcome to More Sanity Required, an Arknights and Endfield podcast. I'm Automaton, or Autumn if you'd rather. And I'm joined today by several of my esteemed colleagues from the Arknights creator community. If everyone wants to go one at a time and introductions.
Yeah, sure. I guess I will start. Hey, fellow netizens, Plus here. As you know, I make videos about Arknights and specifically Gunnar videos and other Arknights lore videos, and perhaps I'm gonna make some Enfield videos in the future. That's it.
Awesome.
Ryan?
Glad to have you.
Oh, is it me or Ryan?
I
Ryan?
hear Automaton do
Ryan,
his
did you
intro.
you wanna go?
He started. I think it's Ryan.
All right. Well, greetings and salutations. This is Ryan Tenebrae, otherwise known as Uncle Ryan. I am a Arknights Enfield news writer for Icy Veins, and yeah, that's all I got to say for the moment.
Glad
Moving
to have
on
you.
to Renegade.
All right. So, hey everyone, my name is Renegade. So, I mostly main Enfield content now, although I did uh, rapidly make Arknights videos before, but unfortunately, a unfortunate thing happened to my channel. That's a learning experience for me, so I had to fresh start. And you know what? Since Enfield was already right around the corner, why not just focus on Enfield now? And most of the videos you will find on my channel are mostly factory stuff. From every now and then, I'll post like my own thoughts and guides about team comps for each new operators coming. But well, most probably I'll be focusing more on factory stuff. All right, that's it for
Right.
me.
Yeah, and I'm Verna. I've been posting just Arknights and Arknights Endfield content pretty sparsely, but I do play the game, both games, very casually and daily. For Enfield specifically, though, I have been partaking in the 4-star only challenge. You may have seen my videos on those. Overall, it's a fun challenge, and refine add more 4 stars. That's all from me.
Yeah,
All
by the
right.
way, you are a mad lad for that, for the 4-star only runs. I've actually been
Yeah,
super
that's
entertained
true.
watching them.
I mean, someone got to do it.
Oh, yeah, 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 absolutely. All right. Well, thanks everybody for being here. It's great to have you all here. For those of you who are tuning in that may not be in the know, tomorrow is actually the pretty big day. Server downtime starts, I think we were talking earlier, 6 p.m. Eastern. And it's going to run till midnight when 1.1 actually launches. So we figured, with tomorrow being Infield's first version update, it's kind of appropriate that we gather and sort of discuss aspects of the game, our feelings on the game, where it's at, that kind of thing, and everything. So we kind of put this thing together to do that. Um, I guess really a good place to start. Do y'all want to talk about the 1.0 story, the vanilla story, since we're getting ready to get the new 1.1 story?
Honestly, overall, I think the story is like pretty mid, but
Mm.
I enjoyed the character stories a lot.
The character stories are very well written, in my opinion, as well. I actually have a theory that I dive into in a different video I haven't put out yet, but I'm working on. I have a theory on the vanilla story for 1.0, at least not so much Wuling, but with Valley 4, that we're kind of being blue pilled. I think
Oh,
Ryan, you and I talk about this a lot, right? We've talked about this several
so
times.
so we are basically only seeing the good things or the okayish things on Talos 2, and we haven't seen the grim aspect. Is
Yeah.
what you say?
Yep,
Okay.
we happy few style. Um,
Yeah.
can I try to increase the volume? Yes, let me handle that real
I
quick.
I have a different opinion on the story so far, because if they just take this overall direction like the current patch, I don't think it can get worse. I think they can make it better, but I just have this mindset that every gacha game's patch 1 story is just mid. Like you can just look at all the other gacha games where the story just starts like very very slow, or just very like not how do you say it? Like it's nothing special, right?
Right.
Yeah.
At least that's how I see it.
I think for the most part, whenever it's a new company working a new product, it's because they usually have a kind of a hard time figuring out how to do the start. And
Yeah.
whenever it comes to experienced companies, they're trying to build a long lasting product. And so they want to set a strong foundation, which usually means packing the front end with a lot of minutiae.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Go ahead.
They're setting expectations per se.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. I think it's pretty usual for 1.0 gotchas as well to have that kind of quality in terms of writing, but I don't know. It just for me, and maybe I'm just glazing hypergriff a little too much here, but after experiencing, and I guess to be fair, I only started Arknights in December. So I haven't been
Last-
around as
last
long
year,
as.
or
Oh yeah, December of last year.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
so I put a vote out for, because I had been covering Endfield at this point. I put a vote out for my some of my viewers to actually choose what game I would stream for. I guess the 10-year anniversary of my channel, I think is what it was. And a lot of people voted Arknights. So I ended up playing for the first time. I started a fresh account, played brand new, started Arknights for the first time. And since then, my experience, like with the writing, with the lore, I've been doing deep dives into the lore for a lot of these videos I'm working on now. Ryan and I have frequent conversations about the lore and implications about that and everything like that. So there's a lot of stuff, I think, a lot to it, a lot to the writing. It's really, really much deeper than a lot of surface level stuff that I'm accustomed to seeing when it comes to gotcha games initially. So it's got me kind of overthinking the 1.0 story. Like perhaps we've landed. I guess so. What Ryan and I had discussed about it was like the Inman is essentially a god of sorts to these people. They read about him in history books. They learn about him in text. His legends, obviously, I mean, just based on what Rossi said, are absolutely crazy. They know this guy shows up, or girl, I guess. They know they show up and they fix everything. Every time there's a problem, there's a fix. And the fix is the Inman. So to me, it almost feels like Neferith was kind of a peek under the hood of how other areas and characters may view the Inman outside of just the absolute glazing in Valley 4. Of course, it could be very mundane writing too, but to me, that was kind of, I was sitting here kind of like, I wonder if there's more to this than I'm seeing at surface level. That was kind of where I was sitting with it.
A lot of little teases. Lycia, for example, leaving Enfield and expecting Edmund to keep some unknown promise to her.
The fact that
And
the
even
only
in
guy that has the
the-
full plan that has amnesia, or person,
Yeah.
I play the male Inman. Sorry, I keep slipping into it.
Oh,
And
good.
even the trailer, right, at the end for version 1.0, Ardashir essentially said like, the final lord I served. I don't know if it's like just a line that he said or whether it's directed to Endman. Who knows?
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure the trailer
He's
showed him
definitely
talking.
regretful that he has to confront the Endman and his goals.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
And also one of the lines that he said during like the encounter with Nefret and Wuling is that we are still bound by hatred. Like, what happened? Why are you
Yeah.
so hateful with each other?
Why is she so mad, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a theory that perhaps we aren't the actual Endman.
Oh?
I have a theory that this is just headcanon. I don't have proof to back this up yet, but my working theory is the more I look into it, I wonder if the actual Endman is still out there, and we are kind of like a sort of reconvener of sorts of the Endman.
Oh, so you mean the other counterpart of us that we didn't choose? Like if you
Correct.
choose the male Endman, the one out there as the female one, and the other
Bingo.
way.
You nailed it. That's exactly what I'm wondering. So, and that's just a theory. Like I said, it's not something that's obviously going to be detailed anytime soon. Like this is, we're in the slow burn phase right now. So, but I mean, then there's Aradashir in general. Like I'm pretty curious about him because I'm having a tough time pinpointing like what race he actually is. Whether he's a
Yeah.
my
He kind of
idea
looks
is
like
that
a
he's a lich.
sarcas because of the tail, and it looks like horns on his head. But on the other hand, those don't look like typical horns you get from sarcas, right?
The way he holds himself gives me, the way he holds himself and his distinctly triangular shaped space manipulation arts gives me strong impressions of the licks.
That's true. That's true.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I was actually getting ready to say. Was I thought he might have been like a lich, like Irmgard.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, they too possess like teleportation arts.
Yeah, it's. I haven't done
But
too
I
much
think what
digging into the
Ardasha
Lich as a
used
race.
wasn't arts, right? It's probably not arts. It's probably related to ether or the blight.
Ether arts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think they just generally use the term ether for any non-normal physics stuff.
Non-arts, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if this has any connection to the current story, but I do remember back in the technical test version, there was a different first boss that also had that
Yeah,
exact same triangle
I
portal.
think those people during the those people who played the alpha called them or called her, I think, the alpha version of Crown Slayer or the Crown Slayer of Endfield.
Yeah,
Oh,
but after that boss fight, yeah, they did retreat through like the same triangular
Yeah,
portal
yeah.
that Ardashir
Was also
and
put
Neferith
into the
used.
portal
So
and never seen again. Not even
yeah.
in the beta.
Yeah. Same with same with Fjall. We have not seen him since
Oh
the
yeah.
test.
Yeah, bro
Phil.
just disintegrated from the IP itself.
He got sunset.
He's gonna come back, man, and
have,
he's gonna be like the most cracked medic
Yeah.
defender.
Dude, that would I'd be here for it because HP treatment is kind of like in this game right now. It's in a bit of a weird spot. Like
Yeah,
You've got-
I agree.
you've got a couple of options, but like there's not really anything, anything game shattering. So I'd love to see him come back and be there. Neferith was another fact I think that kind of shocked me about the 1.1 trailer when she pulled out those wings. Because
Oh, for sure.
Ryan and I spent what 4-5 hours the other night just trying to figure out what race she could be with those wings because I can't think of any specific races that have wings like those.
Something I've noted is that the characters in this universe aren't always accurate when guessing what other characters' races are.
I mean, the Endman was literally seen as an Aegir.
Yeah, and Chan Chan Yu was somehow assumed to be a Lung, or sorry,
Oh,
assumed to be a Voifer and not a
yeah,
Lung,
Voifer.
which is bizarre.
Yeah, Voiver and Draco really don't fit. And then you've got, Liberia, their wings are small now. And the only other race that I've seen so far, and you guys would actually be able to definitely correct me on this, but I've seen vampires have wings, but those are made of like blood, like Warfarin's E2 art. But
yeah.
I don't think. Wait, let me check.
But-
it is blood.
And Alexia has like mechanical wings.
Mechanical, yeah.
So it's just made up. They technically don't have wings.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, there you go. See, I knew you all would be able to correct me. I think what was it? Arachnosoria was what we ultimately.
Archosaurus.
Yeah, Archosaurus was ultimately what we landed on, right, Ron? Or like we didn't really land
No,
on it.
Archosaurus is what the character
I'm
in
pretty
universe
sure
is named.
she is a croc. Yeah.
However, I think Archosaurus also is kind of like dinosaur-like, also in some cases. In the for the character Estella, for example, not Estella as in the Enfield girl, but the Estella.
Yeah, the
4-star.
4-star. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was guard, right? I never used her.
Yeah, she's a brawler, if I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, her race is. I'm
She's more
interested.
dinosaur-like.
I'm super interested in finding out what she is. Like that's one of the lore things that's been keeping me up at night is trying to.
Maybe
trying to
those
figure out-
flying dinosaurs. I forgot their names. Oh,
Pterodactyl?
Pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Wings just don't. The
Thanks.
wing design just doesn't match that, though.
Yeah, they
For sure.
they look like dragon wings.
Yeah, like the old Dark Souls style dragon wings.
So unless this is the only thing I can think is that maybe it's some type of new race or I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you could mix a couple of races and still manage to pull off the wings. That's where because one of the things we also looked at when we were talking about it in the Discord the other night, we were looking at like her tail and stuff because there was also a possibility that maybe Pythia, but it's way too spiky to be snake-like.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I also have like a running theory that like she could potentially be like just maybe a new subrace of Darkaz. because we do know from Arknights and Onterra that, for example, like W, right? We know that she's a sarcas. However, she exhibits traits of, well, a cockroach.
Nah, this is just
I know
I
you.
think this is just a
No, it's
community
lore
just
accurate.
joking.
I know
It's
you
lore
didn't just
accurate. It's
put
lore
that on my
accurate.
best girl. I know that didn't happen.
I
know,
was actually
maybe.
thinking you were pulling off the Ifrit argument because she used to be a lizard, I think, and then
A
she was
sapra, yeah.
Oh,
artificially
that's a
turned
good
into,
point.
and then she was artificially turned into a sarcas.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was
with
a
the,
Phidia to start, right?
you
Yeah,
Phidia
you
limit.
actually just clicked a headcanon where I'm curious now if she was experimented on and if Inman had something to do with it. That would explain a
Most
lot of
likely,
her
yeah, because
animosity.
she, unlike everyone else, when the way she talks is definitely different. Like it's got this. I don't know how to describe it. So it might be
It's
the
like
same
multiple
process as
voices
Ifrit,
in
where
one.
she was. Huh?
oh,
It's like multiple voices in one. Like she's talking with like three
Multiple voices
simultaneous
in one.
voices.
Yes,
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Chimera.
So
What was it called?
Yes,
yeah,
that
so
would
it
be the
might
term.
be the Ifrit theory then that could work, where she was
Yeah,
experimented
as well,
on
yeah.
to turn
Yeah,
into
it
I
a.
forgot
sounds
about that
kind of
idea.
plausible.
Yeah, because we know, like, we know this kind of stuff exists in the Arknights universe, so it's definitely, like, possible.
Yeah, dude. Child experimentations. Hell yeah. I'm
That
kidding, by
was
the way.
the Diablo
Uh-oh.
project, as I recall.
Clip it, clip it.
Yeah. Clip it. We don't talk about Rosmontis.
Oh man,
But
poor
some
Osmosis.
babies.
even Hypergift themselves already pointed out that the story of Enfield is not gonna get like as dark as Arknights. It will have like it will show up bits and pieces of it, but it's mostly going to be like a story of survival in a new planet compared to like the struggles of Terra.
Yeah, but I do hope that we get like more grayish characters and not just have like black and white themes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like very big in Arknight's world building itself.
I'm really
Yeah,
looking
Ardashir,
forward.
Ardashir feels like our best gray character at the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
And he does feel gray. He doesn't feel like straight chaotic evil or anything like that. Like he does.
Lawful evil.
We need war criminals. Yes.
Necessary evil, let's say.
Yep.
So with 1.1, we're going to be getting some new characters. I assume, have you all taken a look at Tong Tong and Rossi?
Yes.
I haven't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm kidding,
I looked
yeah.
a little bit
I did.
into Tang Tang, and I'm kind of tempted to make videos about her.
Tong Tong is going to be. I think she's going to be better than I initially gave her credit for as a cryocaster. I just feel like cryo's way overrepresented in the game right now. Is the problem that I have.
It definitely is.
I
Definitely is.
really want
Yeah.
more nature and other categories. So for me, that's like one of the biggest problems. I saw she was cryo, and I was like, I immediately wrote her off. But then I read some of the stuff that Ryan wrote, and I was kind of like, okay, hold on, let me go and look into this again. And I think she's going to be a pretty good character, honestly.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
she has
the
a very
best-
good chance of
But
taking
she's
over
caster,
Gilbert's
right?
spot.
She is a caster.
Oh, okay.
So she's basically a cryo team's equivalent to Wolfguard, if you will. So like, if you're running Yvonne, for example,
Last Rite.
run. Last Rite also would be another really really good one, especially because she can help to inflict those cryo stacks quickly. So
Yeah.
and Last Rite definitely devours those constantly. So
Yeah.
The best team for I can already see it now. The best team for Changchun is definitely Last Rite and Angelina. Because have you seen what her combo skill can do if you build up enough stacks of it on the
Yeah,
ground?
for sure. Yeah.
It can
Uh,
inflict
tornadoes,
multiple
yeah.
cryo stacks, not just one.
Gilberta
Really?
does not
They're-
leave my
yeah.
team rotation. It doesn't matter what
separate
element I'm
entities.
running. She's in there.
I do think Tong Tong and Gilberta kind of have some conflicts because they both apply the same art susceptibility debuff, which I believe don't stack. It would just overwrite.
Yeah, it does.
So for that reason, I think they don't really go well together. But if you're right
That
about
is if
Tauntaun
you're
being able to
going
apply
like,
multiple cryo inflictions at once, that'd be amazing.
well, that's what the text said. It's unfortunate that we don't have hands on it, but we don't have to wait long. It's
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that's the good news. That's another reason I wanted to do it like close to release,
Just
I
one
guess.
day away.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
if she could stack multiple cryo inflictions with those tornadoes, for example, that's gonna make her stock like huge in the game. And as a caster, I think she
Oh,
should
for
be
sure.
able to do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
But
that's
at the same
generally
time,
she
I
needs
do
available.
something to
want
make up for the
them.
fact her combo doesn't apply a cryo infliction.
Yeah. At the same time, I also don't want Hypergrip to like keep making characters like these like so overpowered, because it's definitely gonna become like a star
They
rating
can
problem.
definitely top this. They can definitely top this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, from
I
what
think
I've seen in Arknights, though, they tend to find like a character that they're going to make the pinnacle of everything, and they don't try to top it. They'll make units after, like Weesadel is just absolutely game breaking, but they haven't necessarily tried to replace her or weaken her in any way that I've seen. They just kind of make units, even if they're not quite on her level, they still make units that are fun to play and stuff like that. I'm hoping it'll be a similar situation here, basically, in Endfield. But
I think they've done a pretty okay job so far. Even the 4 stars feel like solid to use.
yeah, which is surprising because if you log on to like Honkai or anything else right now that I'm playing,
I mean, Myrtle is pretty good.
Myrtle is amazing.
All right.
So yeah, we've got her. Rossi's coming. Rossi's going to be a physical damage dealer. Also does heat damage, and she can basically convert stacks. I think I actually got into an argument with somebody on Reddit the other day. It's not actual converting. It consumes stacks and then applies vulnerability stacks in its place. I call that
Converted.
conversion, but if you want to be technical and to the letter of what her
Well,
kit does,
actually,
yeah,
I call that
get with
converting.
that.
classic Redditor.
It
works
was
a
pretty
little similarly
funny.
to it works a little similarly to AFL's skill.
Correct. Yep. Takes one, replaces the other. So she's going to be pretty good for, I think, a lot of physical teams, too. I really like her kit design. I'm still wondering, I'd love to get hands-on with her. I'm still wondering if she's actually going to end up as a sub-DPS or a main DPS, given her kit and how it actually works. I actually put her with Pogroshnik right now, with him acting as the main DPS.
Is she guard or is she?
She's a guard.
She's a guard.
Not
Yeah.
a
Physical guard.
striker. Not a striker.
They still designed her in such a way that she can work with Wolfguard.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're siblings.
Oh, yeah.
On the other hand, though, I don't think she's actually going to be terribly meta. Like, I don't think she is going to be able to really break into either the physical or the heat best team comps. I do think that she'll, by the way she will convert inflictions into vulnerabilities, that people can use her as a clean waifu wingman. I've used this term a couple times, but because she converts, she lets you have any operator work with Inman, basically.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Sure.
Okay, I get it now. Waifu wingman. That makes sense.
Waifu wingman.
It's definitely gonna take a while before people get accustomed to her playstyle, because it's kind of like weird, because she essentially acts like a bridge between two types of art damage, physical and arts.
Yeah, I mean,
But the
personally,
yeah, go
personally,
ahead.
I hope to see, kind of Griffland more willing to experiment with their operators.
Oh yeah.
Like Rossi being a character that is seemingly able to fit into both physical and heat teams is like, an interesting concept that I hope they explore more in, because having units that are, able to synergize well with, more than one team archetype would definitely be something fun that would open like a whole can of worms for like how you can create your teams, right? So
It's also kind of fun how interactive her combo skill is.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, the double combo skills.
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
little
And
bit
you have
heavy on requiring
Yeah, it
SP
looks like
usage.
a little rhythm game they added into the system.
I think that actually increases like how dynamic combat's going to feel though, especially if we start to
Yeah.
see more characters surfacing with this kind of like timed triggering mechanic. I think it's really going to help make combat feel
Yeah,
more
it
fluid.
definitely means they might do more of those in the future if it receives like pretty good feedbacks.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like we gotta keep in mind that Hypergriff is like a strategy game developer, so they're going to naturally lean more towards like the strategic side of combat, at least when it comes to designing their combat system.
Yeah,
you would get shot if someone else heard you say that nowadays.
I wonder who.
I wonder.
So we've got the characters coming, but that's not all. We're getting some other stuff too. There's several events I think. We're getting the new Edge Space Salvage. I know everybody present is excited for that, for the greatest game mode to get an expansion.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting more
I hope
Umbral
the rewards are
Monuments, more Delvers of Cryptics. There were two events though I didn't recognize: Exploration Day and Survival Training.
I had
Exploration
thought
Day
Exploration
probably-
Day was permanent at first, but it's not.
It's not.
Exploration Day is probably just like a game mode. It's the same as the one event where it immediately became completed. The Wuling one. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, like
Where you
completing
get-
the story kind of deal.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
you-
yeah.
No, that's
yeah,
You just
that's the
instantly
guide event
finished
you're
once
talking
it
about.
Yeah.
started.
When it
That
started,
one?
it
Yeah,
finished.
immediately.
Oh,
I didn't
Yeah.
even know what we had to do.
Yeah, that's not Exploration Day. That's the guide event.
Do you know what Exploration Day is going to be all about, Ryan? Do you have like any
Yes,
ideas?
I do. Exploration Day is going to be a 7-day long event where you go to the infestation outpost. There's going to be a vendor there. You talk to them. They're going to ask for a variety of different foods. You deliver food and you get some Aerobrol and operator materials.
Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about
Oh yeah,
that
they
in
did
the
show it.
live
They
stream.
did show it in the
Yeah.
trailer a bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one with the.
I thought that was going to be a new
stuff.
permanent source of Aerobrol, but I was apparently mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know why
I
they're...
even thought that was just a way to gain more
Yeah.
stock bills.
I don't know why they're like so hesitant to put sources in the game like that right now. Maybe they're
I
trying
feel
to figure out their
like
economy.
most of the resources have been like split very thin across the whole game instead of like centering a large amount somewhere in an end game content.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
surprised
trying
we
to-
don't have that annihilation type activity yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we saw that, right? And like what trailer was it?
Which
But
one?
It showed
The-
like a bunch of like mobs rushing towards you, and then there's like a
Oh,
bunch
you
of
mean
turrets.
the launch trailer with a lot of new cinematic scenes?
Yeah.
oh
I
yeah.
do hope
Is that the one that just
becomes
released?
a reality. No. It was an old trailer. I think it was
Oh,
the
oh.
Gamescom one.
Oh. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We were talking about the mode that was removed too last night a little bit.
Oh yeah, rip algorithmic memories.
Yeah, I had a video out on that one, and then I could have sworn it was
What
coming
was
back, and then
that-
it just didn't.
What was that mode again? What did you have to do?
So algorithmic memory.
That's basically, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the one where you had to run around. Yeah,
Like,
okay, I remember.
Instead of collecting the collectibles, you just had
Yeah,
like orbs.
honestly, I didn't quite like that.
I think,
Yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
great like starting. It's a
I think
great
what's gonna
platform
happen
to build
though
on.
is because with this upcoming patch for 1.1, we see that for those that remember at least the first beta test, that a lot of the removed items that we didn't see on launch are actually being brought in. So I have a feeling that they didn't completely scrap algorithmic memories, but instead I think they're trying to probably like rework
Refine it. Yeah.
I think their intention with the first beta was more so to like test the mode and see like if it has potential, and then from there they'll probably like try to figure out, because I think they definitely want to go like something similar to IS, just because of how
Bro, I
popular
love
IS
that.
is.
I would love that so much.
Yep.
This is probably unrelated, but I mean, looking at the upcoming new AIC units with the refinement of fluided water, it was also like one of the previously available units during the beta. So maybe
Yeah.
they are bringing it back.
It
Oh,
could
Yeah,
be.
dude, the Wi-Fi water is gonna make so much that thing so much
Wi-Fi
easier.
Wi-Fi. I
Gonna make our
personally
beat
hope
runs
they bring it
greener, that's
back.
for sure.
We need more in game. That is like where I think the point where the game is suffering the absolute most right now is in the end game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you've got what
definitely.
Delver of the Cryptic, Etch Space Salvage, and Umbral Monument, and honestly, I mean those are all basically one and dones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They definitely need
we,
IS style stuff.
I kind of
sure.
want IS with like alternative endings, etc., but I just don't know how exactly they can like implement this,
Implement
like just
that,
just
yeah.
like in Arknights. Maybe it's gonna take like a year until they have like very solid established lore and story, and then it's gonna work out, but I don't know. I have no idea
Yeah,
how
I
they
think
can
they need
like
more time to
make
be
a
able to do an
perfect
IS.
implementation just like in Arknights.
Well, I mean, they
Yeah.
do have all of Arknights to pull from too, though. If they were willing to do it, they have to not be afraid to pull from the Arknights universe, but they could definitely reach over to the Talos 2 side of things and like just quickly say they migrated to Terra and this is what's happening now. I'm not saying they should do like a one for one, but I think if they were to
Yeah,
draw
yeah.
more on that old history,
I just think if they want to make like something akin to IS with its own story and characters and different endings, they need to build more onto the current story progression to make this possible. It's just what I think would be reasonable.
I think adding on to that though, remembering back to rhythmic memories, actually, there were like I do recall that there were quests in that mode where you had to like go to I guess like different endpoints or whatever it was called back then. But there were like definitely like different ways for you to end the run. So it definitely resembles IS in the sense
Mm.
that it's quote unquote roguelike. You
Yeah.
collect like the orbs instead of the collectibles, and then there were like 3 different end portals you could go to if you took different paths. So they're definitely like it's definitely an idea that they have in like somewhere in development, but it's just a matter of like seeing how they eventually actually want to go about implementing it. Like, because I'm confident now that like seeing all these things from CBT1 being added into patch 1.1, that they're definitely like not afraid of adding old assets into the game.
I'll tell you right now,
repurposing it. Yeah,
there are 2 things I want to see in this game that I don't think is ever going to happen too, but I would love to also see like multiplayer where we
Yeah,
can
that'd be nice.
squad
oh
up.
yeah, multiplayer is gonna be amazing.
I would
Yeah.
love to see that, and I would love to see borrowing when we have enough characters, of course, borrowing your friends' characters.
Oh yeah, please.
Like we
Like
have.
I
support
was
system
so
would be so big.
Yes.
yeah, I
Yes.
was so disappointed that
Please
wasn't a
make this
feature.
real.
Now here's why. I come from the Destiny community, which I'll probably get some booze for that at some point. But I come from the Destiny community. I was a huge Destiny 2 player for a very, very long time. And one of the things that I loved the most about that game was the raids. I think they have really good setup here because I love the puzzles that they did in Delver of the Cryptic. I wonder if they couldn't
Oh yeah, those were great.
if they could
Yeah.
implement that into like a bunch of boss fighting and stuff. I almost
Oh,
think
yeah.
they could make something like that, something like a raid or a dungeon in a typical MMO or something for Arknights Endfield as a multiplayer, and that alone, that would be a huge way to get the player numbers up and keep them up, because that's got a lot of replayability. Even more so if you can grind it for things like overrules and things of that nature.
Yeah, definitely. I think one thing
Bro, I
one thing I
think
guess
co-op in Enfield is gonna need a lot more communication than some other gacha games with co-op. I think because you have to like combo do the correct combo with the element applications.
Oh
I
yeah.
wouldn't even like ask
No.
for raids at this point. Just like going back to like what Automatan said, like Destiny, just like normal dungeons in Destiny where you can basically solo it. That would be amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
anything of that nature, if they could even capture a slight amount of that lightning in a bottle, that would solve a large chunk of like in-game problems. Maybe make a couple of weapons and throw them in there where you don't buy those weapons, you have to earn them.
Yeah.
Or a free character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like to do welfare
in
units.
Arknights, you unlock like operators from IS.
Yeah. With the,
Unguided as well. Like
Yeah,
they
with
just put you in there.
Yeah.
They'll do it.
most recent one, like for global at least, we have like Radian, and then you get her by playing IS, and you level her by playing IS.
By playing, yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
think this is actually pretty good.
That almost made me rage quit, by the way. I was stuck for so long, and then I finally managed to pass IS3 and got her to E2. So now everything's good and everything's right as rain. But man, that was tough for me on a starter
IS3
account.
was the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah, IS2,
Especially
IS2
with
on
the
launch.
difficulty update. Yeah.
Yeah. IS2 on launch was an experience.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I think any of the IS modes. I mean, in the end, I'd like to see raid likes or something of that nature in the end game. But I mean, it's not. It's obviously not even a possibility for a super long time. I almost wonder, and I think I mentioned this in an early video I did, but I almost wonder how they'd even handle multiplayer if they'd go like the Duet Night Abyss route, where when you have more players it cycles out your supports, or if they would go like the Chaos route where everybody gets all four, just tons of people.
Like people
on the
can
field.
play with the same operators.
Yes.
That's gonna make the elemental
currently
system
it would
so
make sense
messy.
because we just don't have exactly, but we just also don't have that many operators available.
Oh, this is a way in the future kind of thing. I don't think this is coming anytime in
I
one
see your
or
point.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming anytime in 1 or 2. But it's a
I
thing
mean, looking at Zenless Zone Zero, they also just only got co-op recently.
That's
I
true.
think 2 patches ago. Yeah.
And they're in their is it their second year?
They're definitely like over a year old now. Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's difficult to implement that kind of stuff. It's especially, I think Enfield's got an even bigger mountain ahead of it for co-op and things like that, because all of your support characters are on the field simultaneously. If you were hot swapping, it might be a little easier, like maybe Wuwa or something like that. But in the case of Enfield, you're kind of in there. You're kind of committed. All of them.
Or
are running,
you know what? You could introduce a 4-player co-op, but
and everyone just only plays one operator.
No. It's the host that gets like your own characters. They just hijack your NPCs and play as that on the field.
That could work too.
Like they, yeah.
You
so
have
that
one
they can
person
just
who's a
request
host.
like, oh, do you have a healer? Do you have like this, that? Let me use that.
Alternatively, I think a mode that I think a way we could implement that realistically is probably like, I guess bosses that have like, or I guess only take damage from like certain elemental types, so as to like reduce like elemental conflicts if that were to occur. You know.
Yeah, so this is where raids really shine because it's really back in Destiny 2. It's really great at splitting you up to do like different mechanics.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Cool.
Between Umbral Monument, between F-based salvage, like so, Umbral Monuments kind of has like FF14 style trials, right?
Yep.
Then you got Edge-based salvage, which is a large exploration area, and you gotta look every nook and cranny to find secrets and whatnot. Then you got Delver of the Cryptic, which is your puzzle solving. And then you've got this new upcoming mode in It's a temporary event, challenge event coming up in 1.1. I forget what it's called exactly at the moment. But they demonstrated clearing encounters using industrial explosives and using
Survival
enemies'
training?
mechanics against each other.
Yep. That.
Survival training.
Yeah.
Between these four things, if you mash all of that together, you have something that's very strongly like a Destiny raid.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
and
I
also
think-
like traversal puzzles as well back in Destiny.
Yeah.
I think I remember the what was it? The the ice one. I forget. Do you know the name of it?
Oh, Deep Stone
Like,
Crypt?
yeah, Dipstone Crypt, where you
Yep,
have
yep.
to like go into like the bubbles.
One of the most beautiful musical scores ever in existence.
Yeah.
I still listen to Deep Stone Lullaby and I don't even
So-
play the game anymore.
So like it's not just like you blankly like mindlessly traversing. You actually have to do like puzzles even when traversing as well.
Yeah,
I feel
that's something I really liked about Destiny. But I mean, it was like the number one driver. If you look at like when the game was killed, it's when all of the raids, the old raids, stopped being relevant because that was what a lot of people logged on to do. So I really think if Enfield could capitalize on kind of that mentality and use what they're already showing us they have to assemble something in the future, I think it could be a huge replayability. It could add a lot of replayability to the game.
It'd even be a cornerstone, unique thing for Enfield to have too.
Yeah, point to any other gacha game that's got raids. Like,
I
I
was
can't
also
think of-
even thinking because right now we only have gold gear. Technically, that's not the highest rarity. We still have like I think it was orange.
Red, orange.
yeah, we're getting
whatever
the red
you
orange
want.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
It's not. It's going to be more gold.
Yeah. Although
That is
my
confirmed.
understanding about
Is
that
it?
system, it's we're just upgrading the gear. It's not actually like red tier gear.
Oh,
It's
so
like,
it's pushing the existing gear up to like level 80 or 90 or something. Or
We
up
don't
to
know
level
that
80.
yet.
we
Yeah.
we don't know that yet. But in the trailer, it did say like gear upgrade. Something
Yeah, it's
along
called gear
that.
upgrade.
Yeah.
We know
so-
from a recent the recent post they did about the upcoming AIC updates that the Cuprium components will be used to craft gold gear. They called it, which is 5-star gear.
Yeah. Because if they made the red tier gear, like if they made a gear type above the gold gear that we have presently, then they would also have to like change the promotion upgrades. You know how like when you promote the operators, you have the option to also get the one immediately after, which is like they can now wear like blue gear, purple gear, gold gear. They would have to change the last one to like like maybe like gold/red gear, or they would like maybe push everything down one or something like that.
They could change gold to all.
They could, yeah.
Could equip all gear. That's, I mean, quick word change. Bada boom, bada bing. But yeah, I agree. They would have to make that change.
Yeah, a level
Yeah.
expansion in the future.
Fair.
That'd be
Level 100.
they'd have to figure out some material stress issues there if they do that. But
I mean, that is one area. They're another area that they really need to figure out is like a lot of these materials, because it's definitely turning into a filter against a lot of the more casual players. I mean, it gets plentiful the longer you go, because if you're doing your collections every day, but it's the cost is really high, so you're burning through your stock really quickly in terms of leveling up. I've as much as I play, I've only got 2, maybe 3 teams leveled. And based on my understanding, that's actually like pretty good, because I've heard that a lot
yeah,
of
I
people
think the
don't have.
sanity stopping point is going to be level 80 for most people.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
problem with other people is that they invest early in essence
Yeah,
instead of
and
just building a usable team first.
Yeah, I
That's
still
why
haven't
there's-
farmed Essence like at all. I'm just farming for Operator XP and other stuff because I think leveling is just much more important.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, if you
100%.
get lucky, then fair play, I guess. But still,
Yeah, I
that's
only
where
did
most.
Essence like a few times just to level the stuff like on a few weapons that I really often use, but that's kind of about it.
Well, and then there's also the new hyper focus item that's coming with this patch that lets you literally choose
Oh yeah.
exactly which perks you're getting. So I'm
I
sure it's
think
going
As
to
long
be
as all your
expensive.
facilities are level 4.
Yeah.
I think that's purchasable through stock bills, right? If I remember correctly, they said.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
if
it'll
I wonder
probably
if
be,
it's going to be like a one-time, like you can only buy one ever type thing or not.
it'll be
One
like
in every region.
6 to 8 billion per purchase.
I mean, that's
Hopefully
not
it's
bad, because
hopefully it's a weekly thing though.
yeah,
Well, I think they
It's
learned
just
their
Yeah,
gonna
lesson
help
weekly
a lot.
reset would be great.
because they did mention something about making the standard pools also weekly reset as well, if I remember correctly, in the live stream. So I think they've learned their lesson about locking a lot of this stuff out to one and done. Like you've got to have those stretch goals. So hopefully they're going to do that. But I mean, I'm spending a lot of my sanity on farming the same stuff. I'm trying to get XP stuff because when Tallulah comes out and we Citadel and Frost Nova,
Tallulah.
you know that I'm
The
gonna
cope
have
is
them
real.
That Frost
Hey,
Nova.
don't laugh at the man. It's.
Oh,
you
no,
might-
even I
you
find
might
it
not
funny.
know.
Okay, to be fair, I believe in Mandragora.
There you go.
Mandragora.
Oh, no, that one is deserves
poor
to be
girl.
laughed at. That one deserves to be laughed at.
Are there
That
any
one is
reconveners
true.
you all would want to
Mandragora
see?
is real.
Alive and well.
What do you mean?
I'll
know,
tell you
Theory
about
has
the
it.
Mandragora situation later at some time.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Are there any
Yeah, but,
other
like,
reconveners you all would want to see though? Like any that you just think would fit
Jessica.
well?
Kenobi.
Jessica. Madrog.
See,
Siege. I have no
reconveners are
bias.
such a touchy topic for me because at that point we want everyone to have rock cancer.
I mean, that's true.
Okay.
Bro,
I'm only- I was
we are
only considering characters that already have the.
We're gonna
ability, which is
inject
like
the rocks
Kenobi.
into Jessica so she becomes a reconvener in the future.
So cruel.
I think most likely though, if we're gonna get reconveners, it's definitely going to be like the favorites, the Arknights favorites first,
Yeah.
other than
Which most of them do already have a Rippley.
I'm actually quite surprised when they showed us Snowshine for the first time because I'm not saying she's not popular, but she's just a 5-star. Right?
Oh, it was even worse, wasn't it? Didn't they downgrade her to a 4-star originally?
She was originally a
Yeah.
4-star, but they upgraded her to a 5-star.
Dude, if she was still a 4-star, I would be. Yeah, that would be.
She was
great.
too good as a 4-star, to be honest.
I'm sad that
Oh,
she
exactly.
doesn't still serve the same function.
However,
Yeah,
unironically
yeah,
though,
yeah.
unironically though, like the rating system from CBT1, which is where like when she was a 4-star, along with like a lot of the other 5-stars currently, that version of like Zaihi, for example, was like extremely overpowered, like way more powerful than she is right now. So I think it's I honestly think it's like not a bad idea to
yeah,
Shiny.
beta one Jaihi
Mhm.
is definitely so powerful.
Yeah.
Shaihi's still
Yeah.
pretty daggone good in terms of HP treatment and stuff. So I can't imagine how good she must have been for you all to say that.
Now, because back then you don't, there's no like HP requirement for you to have the
Yeah.
arts amp.
Oh,
Now you have now in order to make full use of Jaihi, you have to make sure that the operator you're using is on full health in order to
Yeah.
receive the arts amp.
And also the and also the biggest one of the biggest things that people seem to forget about like the CBT1 version of Zaihi was that she does still have like her amp that scales off like I think it was like intellect or will or whatever the stat was.
It's well.
Will, yeah, okay, but yeah, in CBT1 she didn't have a hard cap for it. It was not capped. Like there was no
Yeah.
cap. So it was really easy to just build her full will and just get easily like 2.5-3 times her
Yeah.
damage output.
And especially with the
Yvonne,
especially with the artificing as well, you can even boost that shit. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
For cursing.
oh, dude.
My bad.
Oh no, you don't have to. You don't have to language check here. You're good. No,
But yeah,
dude.
you can still boost that that stat to Kingdom Come,
Yeah.
like all your stats.
I would have loved to have taken part in that because that sounds like such a good time. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, her and Yvonne, at least in CBT1, were like the most overpowered combo for just pure like HP.
Just single target damage.
Yeah. Just
During beta
pick a
1
target,
damage
make them
test,
disappear.
Intense penetration.
Oh my God.
during beta 1 damage test or character showcase, you won't fail to see Jaihi on every single one of them. That's how good she is.
Oh
Yeah.
man. I mean, she still is. She's like a cornerstone of any cryo team. You cannot have a cryo team typically without
No,
her.
she's still great.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
now.
Absolutely outstanding unit. Yeah.
But man, I
But
wish
she's being outshined by Akikuri at this time.
Yeah.
Akikuri's a
the
little
new
beast in and
Berthold.
of her own too.
Akikura is
Though.
literally our murder.
Yes.
Especially if you build her off will in order to like use the
Yeah.
SP you get from the combo skill. Because it
Intellect.
scales of will. Oh, intellect. Sorry. Yeah.
Interestingly, I think my most used SP battery is probably Alesh, even more than Akikuri at this point. But that's
Alesh
because
is a
of
weird one because he has bias towards Enmin.
Yeah.
So it's really good to use him with Enmin's team.
yeah,
And
the,
Yvonne.
the main places I'm
Yeah,
running
Yvonne
an
as well.
SP battery are in Yvonne's team and Inman's team for the most part.
Yeah, you can't really use him anywhere else than those two.
But
Maybe that's
do we
why-
actually know
maybe I have a bias.
Tantang's... Do we actually know Tantang's main and secondary attribute yet?
We know the
we
main
do.
is agility.
We know agility's main.
Oh, okay.
That's about it.
We don't know the secondary. Although if the secondary is intellect, I'm gonna laugh.
Well, hold on. What is refresh my memory, Ron? What is Fluorite's secondary?
Fluorite secondary, I believe, is intellect.
It's intellect. Yep.
Well, wasn't one of the
Agility's
new weapons that's dropping going to be best in slot for Fluorite now?
Indeed.
Agility intellect is hers.
The home longing hand cannon that's going to be in the protocol pass. It's going to be agility scaling, which is going to be the first one of the two 6-star hand cannons that will have agility scaling for Fluorite finally. Additionally, the skill on it will work just off of her combo skill. When she uses combo skill, she gets to do bonus nature damage. So she doesn't have to interact with arts reactions.
Ryan,
Speaking of reused assets,
we do have her secondary.
That gun as well.
Sorry, what?
We do have her secondary. This
Where?
was last night. Her signature released, and it's agility attack.
Attack's not the secondary.
That's not going to be
Yeah.
the secondary?
That's a secondary weapon attribute.
Yeah, for the essence.
We're talking about like whether it's gonna be intellect, will, or strength.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You guys probably couldn't hear it, but I like about the whole fluorite thing. I was kind of just celebrating.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Fluorite is a good character that was dealt a bad hand on launch.
Yeah.
Brigand's Calling will not work
I've-
for
uh,
Fluorite, by
I've-
the way. So
Yeah, I ever built arts intensity anyways because of the way I play it. So, any weapon that perfectly scales with her stats and also boosts the arts damage. Yeah, I'm celebrating that.
the only thing she'll be losing out on from home longing is that home longing secondary is cryo damage boosts, so she'll be missing out on that part of it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
But yeah, I
I'm with
wouldn't-
Wedge right now.
Is it
and,
suppression?
I'm not making full use of Wedge anyways. So
She'll be able to take advantage of the suppression effect, though. So that's like the big one. The crowd damage boost is a bummer, but like that
The agility scaling is going to make up for that.
Yeah, 100%. Agility scaling plus like the ability to proc the suppression effect when using
But that
battle skill
arts
and combo
reactions,
skill. Yep.
that bugged me so much when looking at hand cannons. They all freaking need to deal with arts reactions right now.
yeah,
I'm sort of shocked
Like-
that they're only adding 2 new weapons to the 6-star pool, but at least they're leaving it where you can still get like Navigator, Rumble Torch, and Opus Etch Figure and all that in there.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised they didn't remove those. They actually added onto it, which is nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, it lets people be able to go back and claim those. Keep the options open in the future.
Exactly. It's a nice touch.
Looking at the holes in the redeemable 6-star weapons, though, makes me wonder if your wife isn't going to be a great sword wielder there, Ryan.
Oh, you are talking about
Fang Yi.
Yep.
She did hold a huge-ass sword.
Yeah, pretty big one.
Whether or not that sword is a sword or a great sword, it's hard to exactly tell because of the angle. But it did look great swordish.
It's pretty wide, yeah.
That's what I was curious on, because I didn't know if it was a sword or a great sword. But the more I look at like what's available here, we got 2 swords, 2 hand cannons, and 1 arts unit. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's pretty safe to assume that she's also probably going to be like electric.
I think she's going to be a sword electric caster.
Dude, if she's going to be a great sword user, the Gooners are going to be on a full-time jiggle watch.
That's going to be a video that sells itself right there, slow motion.
I mean, looking at
he does have an impressive set of assets.
It's not going to be a surprise.
Especially if she actually handles the weapon and not just like commanding it to like attack for her.
Yeah, like the floating sword or something.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like if she could just like throw it out in the air and direct it and had extra range. Oh, that would be cool.
I mean, from the initial cinematic,
Rosmontes,
Bingo.
Yeah, but like I think the initial cinematic for her when we like first met her in that cutscene, entering Wuling City, I think we all thought she was going to be like a caster or a striker, right? Because
I think she still is a caster.
Watch her be a caster with a great sword.
Caster with a great. There was a like. I think it was the first beta where Surtur was a
caster.
Was caster. Yeah, it was caster sword. Yeah, so it's not off the table. It's not off the table.
As far as like theming goes, back in Arknights, you got Nyan, who while she has a sword, she kind of psychically controls it rather than actually swinging it herself. Then you have Dusk, who paints with a sword for her casting.
Carnelian.
And then Lean's new skin, she uses a sword for her casting too.
Yeah, Carnelian as well. I know everyone forgot about Carnelian.
We were talking about who was it about Tomimi the other day too.
Tomimi,
Tomimi is a weird case.
The caster who
she doesn't use her staff. She smacks people with it.
Yeah, the physical melee caster.
Yeah, I randomly
get one of those in Endfield.
I randomly came across her when we were discussing Nefereth's race, and I saw her alt skin, and then I saw her E2, and I was like, wait a minute, what? This is the same character? So I started digging into her, and I think
some magic going on with that tail of hers.
Oh, 100%. What was it you said, Ryan? You had a specific. Oh,
that was why I thought Yvonne was going to be an Archosaurus, by the way. It was because of Tomimi.
Yeah, you had said something. You were like, yeah, she's a caster, all right. She really likes to cast beat down with her flag or something like that, or with her staff. She casts physical damage.
Yeah.
Special attacker using tackle.
Yeah. What is it? There was
I got the Pokemon reference, but yeah.
There was an anime that I watched a while back, Akashic Records of a Bastard Magical Instructor, where he casts Magical Punch and then just kicks him instead. It's basically Tomimi in a nutshell.
Kyobi kind of works the same way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with her skill 3 especially, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I cast really heavy spears.
I would love to see
physical
those
damage for some reason. When everything else does arts, even though they're all physical weapons.
I'd love to see those types of characters.
I think Kyobi would be a joy to have in Endfield.
And experimentation in Endfield, absolutely. That's really what I want to see.
You know what would be absolutely hilarious to witness though in Endfield? If they do end up adding that IS mode and we just see like really hot knives with attack speed buff relics.
Oh Lord.
The game is gonna break.
Actual machine gun, like Like Yvonne, who I'm sorry.
They just poured over a Colossus from Destiny and throw it down there. Everybody's like, no, delete it.
It would be if she
The-
was translated over to Enfield 1-1 would probably be purpose built for a Rossi boat focused team.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we'll
I
say
can see
that
really hot knives being like heat as well centric because
Yeah.
really hot knives.
we do know there probably is going to be a new enemy faction at some point because of Wolfguard's story with the new pack and their new
Yeah.
Alfarian.
The mafias.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah,
working
I
with the
think
Bone Crushers.
The new
I think the new
Syracusan
pack is trying to
mafia.
bring back the Syracusan way.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm super hyped for it.
Yeah. for
Turns
sure.
out Lappy's the new Alfarian.
Bro!
As far as
Convener.
Alfarian, though, that I haven't been able to figure out much about what this term really means, other than it's like a big boss leader for these people.
It's basically alpha. Yeah, it's the alpha of the pack.
I wonder if that's going to be a Fang. I wonder if the
It would make sense.
Signor de Lupi are back in action.
It would make a lot of
character
sense.
story will be her hunting down Texas.
On a different planet.
Where's Texas?
I mean, you jest, but I would play that mission. Just
Oh,
running from
everyone
her.
would.
Playing
But yeah,
Texas in
if
first person.
Hypergift can do some really easy money moves by just bringing in characters, but at the same time, I don't want like excessive much of it. I want like actual
same.
Enfield characters.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah.
I hope they don't. I mean, and I have confidence that they won't. Because otherwise, Frost Nova is playable. But
I still think Frost Nova
Let's
should
be
be
real.
playable. Like, I think the Reconvener system's a good opportunity to bring characters that don't exist in the Arknights
Yeah.
universe.
No, that's true because
anymore
she
into it.
did definitely have Oripathy. So
Honestly,
yeah.
when it
Not
comes to
applicable.
bringing dead people from Arknights over to Endfield, there's only one character I don't want to
Frosto.
see. Theresa. I don't want to see Theresa. It's basically impossible.
Aretha
Who?
and
Are you talking about
Aretha
Civilite
could
Eterna?
be unavailable, but
yeah.
Not similar
I
to
know, I'm
Turner.
joking.
No, it's based
Literally
off that.
Theresa, because she got. I think she was deleted at the end.
Yes.
yeah,
Spoiler.
Teresa
Spoiler.
removed herself and all prior sarcasm from the system.
Yeah.
So that should mean Patriot is out of question too.
Oh yeah, true.
Wait a minute.
But you know who's not out of the question though? Miss P.
Does that mean? Hold on. So when she removed herself and all former sarcasm from the system, did she remove all fully assimilated sarcasm or all sarcasm in general?
Just the ones that were in there.
the
all
ones
at the
Okay,
time.
fully assimilated.
Yeah.
Because technically Surtur was still alive at the time, but infected, so she wouldn't have been fully assimilated, and she is
Yeah,
sarcasm.
yeah.
So, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just clarifying, quick lore clarification there. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're
also-
going to lean too much into Reconveners. I think they really want this to stand on its own, and I think it kind of
So
shows.
far, we'll see. So
It's
far,
just
we're
gonna
looking
be
at no new Reconveners
shit. We
to
need more
feature.
money. Okay, let's dump another very popular character from Arknights to Enfield.
Weasadel, come on in.
If they're gonna be adding,
I think we
if
should.
they're gonna
I don't
be
think
adding,
Michelle's going to be a reconvener. I think she's still alive.
Yeah.
Well, here's the real question: the Sarkaz are a long-lived species. Who's to say
That's true.
that just because Lavatane's there means that she's dead?
It is a question.
Mm-hmm.
That is a question, yeah.
That's a question that I plan to pose on multiple fronts too.
You say that, but like the funniest.
I mean,
thing, like,
Warfarin
we
is alive.
unironically-
Oh yeah,
I
Warfarin's
think we
for sure.
unironically have more.
Warfarin is literally OG.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's OG. Yeah.
She's still there. Yeah.
Maybe we'll
just
meet her so
very
we can
depressed.
ask her.
About Leviathan, it's like funny because like we still don't know that much about Surtur. We unironically got like the most Surtur lore we've ever gotten from Enfield.
Which turned out to be a
100%
not Surtur.
Potential lore woman.
Potential lore woman, exactly.
Well,
It
I
took an
mean,
entirely different game to finally have lore.
Speaking of character quests, I think they need to do more of them. I was
Yeah.
kind of disappointed to see only a Rossi quest for 1.1 on the docket.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought they were going to go back and do already existing character quests like Wolfguard and stuff in the future versions. I'm kind of shocked they didn't have at least one more for the 1.1 patch as well.
I think for Wolfguard's case, I think that's setting up a scene until we finally get to where the loopholes are located.
The
I think it was also kind of
definitely
set up for
think it's set
Rossi. Although the first one didn't have Rossi, she was introduced just in the last beta.
Yeah.
I mean, let's remove all hopes of like family stories in Rossi's character story because it's literally just her experiencing how to be a child.
Just going to
Yeah.
an underground
Yeah.
amusement park.
Yeah.
Basically.
Which means I probably don't have much to expect from it lore wise.
I think it's going to be super deep. I think it's going to be the best character story ever. I don't know, so
it's gonna reveal our past.
Yeah, turns out that Rossi is a
Through
reconvener.
children's stories.
The children of Ursus.
Oh,
No.
Oh God.
Those
Hopefully
who know.
no.
You can hear the boots
Children
marching
versus-
already.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know who else could be an OG on Talos 2? Eblana. She's also technically immortal.
Oh yeah.
She is
Well, she's
undead.
dead.
She is.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Eblana is undead.
She's under,
There's
so
also
she cannot be
M3.
dead.
The question is, would she really go through the rift though, like the portal?
She might.
she always wants to have fun.
That is true.
Automaton that's coming over the mic.
Repeat that? I completely
I
let
said
my mic went.
automaton that was coming over the mic.
Oh, the phone call was?
Yeah.
Oops, my bad.
Don't worry, you didn't dox yourself.
But yeah, if they're going to be adding like reconveners, I hope it's going to be like half anniversary or anniversary ones.
Yeah, I hope we don't see
yeah.
too many of them. So
Yeah.
far, they don't have any
Speaking
on
of,
the future
I
docket.
wonder if we will
stuff.
get like some hard limited stuff, like limited operators level of operators.
Well,
Hopefully
what does
not.
that look like right
Because
now?
the
Because
way-
right now, everything
Yeah.
is hard limited.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's just gonna add fuel to the flame that's currently spreading.
Yeah. I think the only banner they could realistically do that for are like collab banners, but that's it.
Yeah, collabs I can understand, but actual like lore characters, I don't think
Yeah.
that's gonna work.
Yeah.
anymore.
Actual like Endfield original characters, yeah, no, I don't think it's happening.
Well, speaking of collabs, there was that rumor that was going around about Honkai and
No.
oh yeah,
Please don't.
but it was questionable on whether it was Honkai Impact or Honkai Star Rail.
I think it's just the original.
One of
archive,
the
right?
two that starts with Honkai.
I
Yeah.
mean, honestly,
No,
I think there'd be a lot of good crossover for Star Rail and Arknights. I do.
Yeah.
I know.
Probably.
Not everybody wants to
Probably,
see
probably.
it, but I think there's a lot of characters in both games that can work pretty easily with minimal tweaking, to where it would keep the soul. As long as they don't do it the way that, as long as Honkai doesn't do it the way they did the Fate crossover, I think it'd be.
Yeah.
Was it bad? I don't know anything about it.
It wasn't.
It got a lot of flame. Got a lot
Oh.
of flame.
So the issue is that it was they reused a lot of assets. Britain wasn't Britain, so to speak. It was
Whoa.
IDS Elysiae, but you deal with what you deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Damn.
kind of cheaped out a little.
Damn, missed
Yeah.
opportunity, I guess.
Well,
It was.
there's rumors that Part 2 is coming. I don't know how to feel about it yet, but
Redemption arc. Redemption arc. This is the redemption arc.
yeah, they come in and blow it out of the water. That would be, we're finally getting playable Lancer, that type of thing. But I do
Lancer,
think
yeah.
I do think a Arknights and Star Rail crossover could be pretty cool, depending on the characters that each respective. I mean, I heard, I wasn't a part of it because I wasn't playing at the time, but I heard that Arknights did get a crossover with Rainbow Six.
Yep,
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege is
Two
having
of
two.
them, yeah.
Yeah, and I heard that the
It's
operators
very
were
likely
pretty
that's going
decent.
to hit Enfield as well.
Can you imagine running around in first-person shooter mode in Endfield? Just swap to
That'd be
a.
I
swap
feel
to a
like there's
character?
I think there's actually one of the hiring notices revealed they're working on an FPS game over there.
Yeah, they posted. I think like they even are planning on making a MOBA, like, which is a surprise.
Arknights has a cast for it.
Yeah,
Well, if
they
you
did,
go to
That's
YouTube,
true.
if you go to
They
YouTube,
did,
there's actually an option to play the Arknights Endfield light novel too,
Yeah, I don't know what
or
that
visual
deal
novel.
is with
Visual
that
novel,
being
sorry.
on YouTube.
Yeah, it says Arknights Endfield VN. Like there's some type of visual novel that's in their database for Arknights Endfield.
I wonder if we can date the operators.
oh my
Jesus Christ, no.
Oh
please
no!
no.
Yes, it's coming
But
out
yeah,
next Valentine's Day.
one thing that I want in the future, especially when we reach like the Order of Steel Oath, I want character design similar to Sancta Mix Apparato.
I am
The
so
yeah.
interested in Order of the Steel Oath.
And,
I've
I
been
mean, we
digging into their
know.
lore like crazy.
Yeah, one of the Order of the Steel Oath was actually one of the 40 heroes, right? From the Historian
Yep.
memo.
Lord
Castellan
Castellan
Zaso.
Gerald the Sanctified Zaso.
Yep.
Yep.
What a
Yeah,
name
and the
too, by
one
the way.
that became the leader of the Bone Crushers, or was
Yeah.
it?
Jakub
Jacob?
something or other.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I only
You
know,
know-
of like 2 or 3 because I know the other one was Aubrey. That the Aubrey area is named after.
Aubrey wasn't one of those. She was a hero, but not one of those heroes.
Oh, she wasn't one of the
Yeah.
40.
She suicide bombed herself to close a gap. People.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, she's a hero, to be honest with you.
Something I do hope for though, in like Order of the Steel Oath, is like maybe we can get like a this is like more just copium on my end, but hopefully we can get like a maybe like a glimpse or like a reference back to like the Victorian Steam Knights. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did get a mention of it during like the final push
Oh yeah,
to the power plateau.
Mm,
the Utug order scene.
yeah.
But
Yep.
one character development that I really want to happen is Chen. I want her to find the damn Chixiao and wield it.
Chen
Find what
Aita.
happened to Chen Chi
We are
Chi.
getting another Chen Aita. Is this what you want?
So what if we end up having
Yeah.
to fight
Somewhere
against
with the
Chen
true
Chi?
sword.
We already have Chen cube, but now we're getting Chen squared.
Probably make her a summer version 2.
Oh no.
Chan Yu's mom
With-
did her
with
so
water
dirty,
guns.
just assuming she's going to be stupid from birth.
Yeah. No,
He
but also
did
make
her
her.
so dirty.
No, but you also
Also,
gotta make sure she
speaking
looks
of,
like
like-
Blaze on initial release.
Long living races, the Sarkaz has like a floating city, which
Yep.
probably
It's
means
the way. It's the way.
Nasty made it.
I think Ryan was
Yeah,
theorizing that Weesadel was actually the current like leader of the Sarkaz up there on the
Yeah.
floating city.
Yep, that's one of my theories.
It's definitely possible, yeah.
Because last we left the Lifebone, Wishdale took it for Babel. Babel and Casdell.
And why the hell are we struggling in the north? Just activate S3.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh man. Yeah.
Speaking of the north.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of interactions with this Aurora that's in the north. Enman took 40 heroes up to the north back during the first Agaloy War. And that's what created the Aurora, was whatever he did in that battle.
You're talking about the Aurora that can be seen from space above the top of Talos too,
Yeah,
right?
the big circly shiny thing.
Yep. I think, didn't Rossi also mention something about that too? Or was that not one of the... Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, yeah, the ridiculous claims.
Yeah, she
What if it
said
turned
that
out it wasn't so
Enman was the one
ridiculous?
responsible for
Destroying an
creating the
entire
Aurora.
moon or something.
Yeah,
Enman didn't really believe that was possible, but Perlica never said it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And same with the shattering of Talos 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By throwing it on the ether side, like throwing an entire
Which,
ass planet.
for one, why the hell were we on a whole nother moon that apparently wasn't even able to sustain life? Why were we there? There's so much to unpack there.
It would be cool if we have to go to other planets in the future and
This could-
colonize
and-
more.
Oh, and
This
the
could also
Protect
be-
comic revealed that the Aurora is once more where the Endman went, and that's where he went to rest, we'll say.
Yeah,
I'm
this could
pretty
also-
sure sleeping is just what the adults told Perlica actually happened, and they had to reconvene a whole new administrator.
Yeah, that would play into
I was about
the.
to say, plus, what's your theory of like being able to travel to different planets? That's somehow leading towards Helldivers at some point.
Speaking of
Managed
Helldivers,
democracy.
Order of
Oh
Steel
my
Oath, the assault banners for the Order of Steel Oath, one of which was led by Ember. These guys do deep strike insertions in a Helldivers-esque way
They're
Yo.
to
ODST.
go and attack anchors.
So you're saying they're
That's pretty
ODST
cool.
basically?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Get in there, Order.
On the topic of the moons, though, like, what do you think of like the idea of like maybe using the other moons as potentially like IS story potential for Enfield?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
I
that
think
would
the
be
Shattering of Talos 5 could go into that category probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most IS stories are either history or alternate.
Alternate
Universe.
timelines, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could call it Rossi's Tall Tales or something.
We have to,
Rocky,
yeah, we
Rocky
have to
and the
start
Flying
with
Mushroom.
something like the mushroom.
Start off small and build up from that.
Rossi's Fungamist. Let's go. Run it back.
Rossi's Tall Tales
We got it.
introduced comes with a new
IS1.
upgrade of Aobi. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's. I think there's a lot of potential in the series. Like I do think that they have a lot of. There's a lot of work to do, but I think there's a lot of potential in this series too, especially if they start digging more into this lore. I think they've got the breadcrumbs kind of laid out for us here. We just need to really start picking them up, trace them back to where they go.
I definitely think the first year of Arknight is going to rely a lot on world building. It's going to be like the year 2, year 3, where we see like crucial stuff happening.
I think, yeah, from what I can tell, at least right now, it's kind of taking a similar route to the original Arknights. For like the people that remember like the first year of Arknights, there was like a lot of complaints, especially at the beginning towards launch, that quite frankly, after you cleared story, there's not much content. Why does that sound familiar? But yeah, no, like it did take them a while to get the ball rolling. The first few chapters were definitely like more set up for the overall world setting of Arknights and like the I guess getting everything ready for like the events that were to come. But I think once they finished laying that groundwork, yeah, a few years later, here we are.
I think it'll probably be
fleshed
something
out story.
similar. I
Yeah.
think.
I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they're taking like the same
Hyperdrift
route.
really likes
Ruling
this.
so far feels really good, and I like whatever's going on with Ardashir right now. I like it.
Yeah.
I hope that when Wuling inevitably like almost succumbs to the blight, we actually get like a co-op event like similar to Helldivers Major Order, where we have to defend and clear.
Oh yeah, that rumor that happened a couple weeks ago about the Blight Tide creeping in at
Oh,
Wuling
yeah.
City.
Oh yeah, the CN player, the one where he figured the blood is actually just getting closer to the shore.
At least that's what he thought was happening based on a couple snapshots, but that wasn't the case, unfortunately. It would have been cool if it was the case. It'd be really cool to have environmental, like, ongoing storytelling happening while we wait for patches.
Environmental doomsday clock.
But that Blight Tide, I think that Blight Tide is... So we have already gotten a little bit of story about it. They can't stop the Blight Tide at Wuling City. Like, we can't stop it here. The anchor that's causing it is believed to be in deep waters that Wuling can't get to.
Drop a hellbomb.
So this tells me we need to go to Aegir to get a solution.
Let's go
Yeah.
deep underwater operation.
How's that gonna work though? Isn't the blight side actually? Is it only surface level, or does it actually?
No, it comes from underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like when exploring Aegir, or
Oh.
rather,
Well, I
while
have to
exploring the
assume
blight
that they
side.
have underwater habitations again
Yeah.
on Talos.
Like an underwater city, under a dome or something.
Get the Abyss Hunters on that.
Which I bet the
I
Abyssal Hunters
just
have been
wrote about
recreated.
Aegir in my video. I just
think
finished like the Aegir section like today.
I think the Aegir are going to be probably the next chapter. It's either going to be them or it's going to be La Fantoma for the next chapter.
Oh yeah, speaking of future regions, what do you think the gimmick for each region is
Oh,
gonna be? Because
We're getting
we
oil.
now have like water piping. and
I'm pretty
oil.
sure we
We're
will
getting
get gas
oil.
as like some sort of like resource.
Oil,
Like any form
of
gas,
gas.
coal.
Oil. Oh no.
Speaking of oil, we know that Aegir actually avoids originium-based technologies. This is something that we learned over in Path of Life, is that Aegir just doesn't do originium tech.
I mean, they don't even have originium in the ocean, so they never really got into contact with it. So they just use like thermal energy or just turn water into hydrogen.
So I think if we're going to access oil, it's going to be through Aegir region. Probably do something like mix it with originium to make activating
there's actually a
originium or something.
fire in Valley 4 where one of the I think in UWST that mentions they found oil or was it coal?
You got files on that over in the
and they said it doesn't produce as much energy as originium, and
Correct.
it
Not as
never
efficient.
existed on Talos or on Terra because dead animals or like
Originium ate it.
Yeah, they just turned into originium, so it never existed in Terra.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we do have this new oil resource on Talos, and we know that Aegir doesn't use originium, so they might really like oil.
Yeah.
True.
I think an interesting region, if it's ever incorporated, it would be like the Lithania equivalent, because we know like especially in like Lithanian events, like all the stage mechanics are like centered around like music and stuff. So
yeah. I'm quite curious if there are still like cultists who are into the Witch King.
Oh no!
Speaking of the Witch King,
trying to bring him back.
Bring him back. Yeah.
We do know that Arata shares Homeland is a potential future location too.
Have y'all read the Thunderburge lore tab? Ember's weapon?
Nope, I don't even have it yet, sadly.
So it talks from the point of view of a little girl in Lithania at the time of its writing. She mentions that, so it goes on that she went from Lithania through to Talos 2. She looked up and saw Talos itself, the gas giant. And her thought was, this is more terrifying and awe-inspiring than even laying eyes on the Witch King.
Damn.
And she became committed to the idea of becoming a long-lived one so that she may one day touch the gas giant.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I will touch the sky.
Reference?
Close enough. Welcome back, Christine.
Oh.
There's a high chance she's still alive, you know. She's currently in a cryo chamber. Just floating around space.
She just lost in space. They never elaborated further, you know.
I wonder if we're going to get Beast Lords.
She can't become a Reconvener.
Talos.
Oh, we have some Beast Lords. Well, we at least have
Emperor?
Dolly.
Dolly, yeah, AFL.
Dolly.
Yeah, but come on. Dolly's not wandering around
again.
on its own,
Senor
though.
DeLupi, I think, are back in action, and I think that's involved with the new pack. That's also a Beast Lord faction.
That would definitely make sense for the pack, yeah.
I mean, we have seen Emperor in some of the streams.
I feel like most of the Beast Lords would have come through the gate just for more entertainment.
Yeah.
A fair assessment. I really do think I think you're right, and I think that's going to be a big plot point in the near future. I honestly do. I don't think it's going to happen with Rossi's children's story, but I do think
Not
it
at
is going to
all,
happen
no.
eventually.
Need a Wolfguard Chapter 2.
Yeah, right at the end, we're on some
think,
type of roller coaster or something where they're concluding the story, and all of a sudden the roller coaster's attacked, and it's just Lapland.
Speaking of which, the only time you ever actually, whenever you complete one of the character quests, I noticed that it says character chapter 1 complete. So that tells me that they are doing more chapters for characters, individual characters, eventually.
That or they're
I just don't know
at
how they're
least
going to
leaving
do it
open.
while doing one character event per freaking patch.
Well, maybe they're also just leaving it open. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which like Sargonian forest do you think High Priest is living in right now?
Where would High Priest be? We don't
Trick
really
question.
have
Tell us
an
too.
idea of a Sargon-like region yet, right?
No,
we don't know much.
I think La Fantoma is kind of the closest, maybe. And then there's the Sand something people, the third Landbreaker clan.
Oh yeah, there is another
yeah,
Landbreaker
that
clan we
one.
haven't encountered yet, huh?
Yep.
I think there are like a handful.
There's 3 major ones at least. The Pack, the Bone Crushers, and the Sand ones I can't remember the name of right now.
Well, I guess there's a
Sandy?
fourth now with the new pack.
Yep. That's I don't know if they're I would consider them major just yet. They're still pretty new, but they're trying to be major.
At the least, we took out one of their lieutenants early on.
I don't know
Also,
if he was
guys,
even a lieutenant.
I want to open up a question.
Yes.
Seeing these like theories about how we are like completely opposite of Rhodes Island's ideals, what do you
Oh,
think?
yeah.
Are we like the bad guys?
Probably.
I don't think we're the bad guys, but I think we're also. I think we're being gaslit about what we're like. We brought Automaton brought this up earlier that we might be being blue pilled. We're being gaslit about what our own actions have been. Like we can't even apparently access our own records of our past.
It's
Yeah,
locked
it's all
behind an
redacted.
encryption that we don't have access to, despite being the administrator.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Automaton, that's where like ARGs from Destiny would come into play, where we can unlock that as well.
100%.
Oh, That'd be sick.
Arknights has ARGs as well. Like I think there's a one going on for Enfield, from the trailers. I'm not sure,
really?
but I'm pretty sure.
I've
Yeah,
been
'cause
told
Arknights-
by
we do know Arknights does ARGs. So.
I've been
Yeah,
told by
yeah.
some people to not put too much stock in the ARGs because it's too open to interpretation for Arknights.
Yeah.
They like to say a lot of vague things and then would kind of make it too possible
Random
to
sci-fi
link it to
words
anything.
go.
They like to say a lot of vague things and then have Ryan and I arguing over which of the predecessors was at the Ishar Mara
The
involved in
mystery
that project.
continues.
Yep. Oh yeah, Perlica File 4. Who's read it?
Is that the one about? Nope,
The
I don't
founder?
think I read it.
The founder. Yes.
The founder. Yep, that
Who
is
is the founder?
Priestess. I'm telling
I'm
you right
thinking
now.
Priestess.
the one. I think a lot of us
probably.
are,
Most
right?
likely.
It has
Otherwise,
to
we
be
wouldn't have
Priestess.
this. We wouldn't have this Originium tech, bro. There's no one else.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
still
yeah, we-
curious if Inman is some type of reconvener or something, or descendant of Priestess in some
I don't
form as
think
well.
I don't think Enman's a descendant, but I do think Priestess did a live reconvening of herself into Enman. That's what I think's
Yeah.
happened.
Fusion with the Doctor.
Maybe because
Maybe.
we do know.
I
like,
mean, we
you
are
know,
literally
that-
called
yeah,
Child
Doctor
of
has to be
Originium.
involved.
Yeah.
Doctor
so-
has to
Like-
be involved.
Child of Originium. Who are the parents?
Well, yeah, there's two people that made Originium. So
Well, I mean, historically, how many people were actually able to control Originium? Because I don't think Doctor has control over it per se, but
No.
Priestess did,
Yeah.
and Inman
Yes.
does.
Yep.
So it presents an interesting parable there to kind of draw parallels. That's why I went back to that theory where I mentioned earlier, where I wonder if the actual Inman is still alive with Neferith and Ardashir and their whole organization, and we are actually going against ourselves in a sense.
Possibly.
Bro, you
But
should
that's-
make a video about that.
But
That'd be an
that's
I think it's
interesting-
very
I've
interesting.
already been working on that, actually.
Yeah.
that's
One
opening
thing-
a whole kind of worms as well, because
Yeah.
in the comic, the canon MC is the male one.
Yeah. I mean,
At
And
least
if
for
we
now.
assume that the founder is Priestess, then and are we going to be seeing Priestess herself or the reconvened one, like the female Endman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't know.
One thing you notice though is like in the tutorials as well. It's like there's like the priestess hand cursor that does the tutorial
Yeah.
and indicates stuff to
Very
you. So
classic.
And there, see, that's the other thing.
Paths lead to Priestess.
Also, there's this word level stage where every time you clear it, there's always a voice talking to you, and I'm
Oh, yeah, the Ascension
pretty
stage.
certain. I'm pretty certain it's Priestess. The way she talks.
It could be that
Yeah.
the Inman has a linchpin too, similar to
Oh.
what the Doctor had
Oh,
going on.
true. Yeah.
In which case, Priestess
True.
would be able to interface with it. Yeah, I'm curious. There's a lot of questions, especially, but that's what struck me about the version 1.0 story. Everybody was saying, "Oh, it's mid, it's bad," and I can't disagree. But at the same time, I'm sitting here like, I wonder, because one of the biggest complaints is everybody glazes Inman. They walk in the room and it's just bow down and clean their feet with your tongues and stuff. And the
Yeah,
thing
that's also
is,
one thing that I hope they go less with. In the
Yeah.
yeah.
well, they
True.
already did, right? With Wu Ling, I think they really toned it back. But at the same time, I wonder if that's not a consequence of the whole situation. Like I said, Inman is basically a god at this point. They're taught in schools. I mean, it's a crude comparison, but when Ryan and I were discussing it, he kind of drew a conclusion, and I agreed that it was sort of like North Korea, in a sense. The supreme leader.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
Supreme leader.
Hear me out. The supreme leader over there is taught in schools, religions, like everything, right? And that's
True.
kind of what Inman's role is in Valley 4. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering what happens when we go to an area where that's not the case.
Where we just exploited them in the past.
Oh yeah, yeah. When we
Just
That
move
exists
into
somewhere.
their oil.
exactly.
We got to find clues eventually about why we have this antagonistic faction that actually
Yeah, why
has
does
issues with
Nefer
us
hate us?
specifically.
Well, I mean, Neferth called us a tyrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That in and of itself
What
speaks
did
volumes.
we do?
and then when you're doing Lavatane's quest line, when you're going through Inman's entire
Yeah, right.
imposter syndrome,
That
there's
really
that scene.
affected Edmund.
Yeah.
It's actually also what I really like about Levitane's story, because this is probably like the only part where Endman feels a lot more relatable and human, because she actually shows that she sometimes also wavers with her decisions.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep.
And that's also a consequence of the amnesia, just like with the Doctor.
Yeah, I hope it comes more often.
No, they definitely need to. They definitely need to lean into that aspect of it for sure. I completely agree. That was humanizing Inman is a big step in the right direction in their storytelling. But that's why I was kind of sitting there like, this can't be what it seems like on the surface level. And then you've got all of these cover-ups. You've got Perlica saying, "Oh, don't worry about it, oripathy. Just ignore it. It's not a big deal." Meanwhile, people are dying.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in base Arknights.
And we have A.F. Yala's dialogue too, where she talks about how she interacted with this little girl that needed treatment who had oripathy, and the girl got mad at A.F. Yala for trying to assure her because apparently Fiala being a reconvener is public knowledge, and she once had Eripathy and doesn't now.
Yeah,
And that
reconveners
upset the girl
cannot.
because not everybody gets to have that situation happen for them.
Well, that's true, but reconveners, by nature, they're the whole thing of eripathy is it's the cellular structure being assimilated into the originium. So basically, any reconvener is eripathy. They are originium embodied.
But yeah, but like the status on them is basically they are all healthy. They
Yep.
don't
Yep.
have oropathy.
They
Yep.
don't
They are
suffer.
basically the reverse version of what Originium causes. It's basically the output of Originium,
Yep.
in a sense.
So this was my question on reconveners as well, because I posed this question on again on a Reddit forum, because someone was asking for more explanation on this. I said, since they can't get eripathy, or in theory they can't get eripathy because, of their origins, is any additionally accumulated experience cloud synced back to the originium, Boris, or will that new person get a new data entry because they're technically not the same person? And in that case, how does it go? Is it just lost? Is it accumulated like cloud storage? Or will they at some point be susceptible
I think it's
after enough
Destiny
experience?
style revival.
Yeah. It might also depend on like the process of how like reconveners are actually like, brought to be. Because if it is like they have like Originium, and like Originium is like heavily involved in the process of like reconveners, beyond just like the fact that they can remember stuff from their past self. If like that's the extent of it, then I don't think so. But if Originium has like a much bigger part in how reconveners are actually created, then it's quite possible that that could be the case.
Yeah, I think it's a Destiny Guardian like situation where after they get their first revival, where they kind of lost their original selves, they are now the being of light, or the being of Originium in this case. And whenever they die in their current form, they'll probably still get to be themselves and just have to get pulled back out of the Originium forest again.
Unless they can't be pulled out again. Because if it's anything like
I
Destiny,
don't know.
that's the way it would work.
Yeah, the question is if whether pulling them out of the Originium forest actually like removes their information from it, and I don't think it does.
That's a lot of see. That's why I'm curious. Like, if there's a cloud sync, if it just takes any new information and stacks it onto the existing file. But then let's say Lavatane lost an arm. That would be
we're cracking into something called disconnection theory. In the Arknights Endfield official Discord in the lore channel, they talk about what's called disconnection theory. If you notice, whenever you die in this game, it's not called dying, it's not called being defeated, it's called being disconnected. And some of the theories around this are that we can't actually die. We would just have to get pulled back out of the forest again, and that'd be the same case for our reconveners.
Well, Inman would kind of be the definitive example of that too, huh? Given that their sarcophagus is basically a giant shard of Originium.
Yeah. And also
or we're living in a simulation. Just kidding.
we need to take the red pill. We've been taking the blue pill too long.
Red pill.
I mean, if we're being honest, a simulation would make a lot of sense. But I hope not.
It'd be kind of cheap with simulation.
I think also, like, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but like the fact that we can just like freely swap with like the Originium shard between like the different admins is like, obviously like it's the cosmetic thing, but it could possibly also be like a lore reason behind that.
Well, yeah, I'm guilty of overthinking some of the mechanics and stuff in this game too. Ryan and I were discussing this yesterday, I think it was, because I had mentioned in my what are reconveners video that when you pull the lever at Dijon, it's launching the pods, and when the pods land, inside the pods are shards of Originium crystals. So to me, I looked at that and interpreted that potentially as being, hey, you're convening with the Originium to summon these reconveners. which then turned into, well, then how is, Wolfguard and Chin and everybody like that in there? And my theory was, it's probably just, something, like maybe they're infected now, or maybe their exposure has already uploaded them to the network, stuff like that. But in the end, I think the conclusion I came to is it's actually probably just me overthinking it. So, putting meaning where there is none.
Also, with the theory of Priestess being the founder of Enfield, does that mean that Rhodes Island made a deal with Priestess then?
Like a peace
I'm
deal?
gonna lean towards yes. I think the experiment with Hirda is going to change her decisions.
You give us
Yeah.
back the Kalzit and we stop killing each other.
I mean, that's another question that I have is about M3, because at first glance, I mean, it's easy to say, well, it's Monster, right? But
Like
Her hair's
personality-wise, but she looks like Kalzit.
yeah,
And also
I
in
think it's gonna
Vortex,
be a fusion.
she's people kind of approach her as if she's Cultsid because they say M3 has this long history on Terra, for
Yeah.
example.
well, there's this other.
It's probably a fusion.
I think it's the
what
other
I'm
aspect.
gonna assume.
Chapter 15, if I'm not mistaken, in Arknights, wasn't it mentioned that Calcit could potentially be revived by Monster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We're
I
going
mean,
to the Chernobog
We're going.
again.
Yeah.
hmm So I'm curious to get M3's full background and everything. But that's one of the characters I'm the most interested in is M3, because there's too much. The fact that M3 was able to make executive decisions alongside Inman to allow Warfarin to perform maintenance on the first Originium when it came over, that alone tells me that there's more to her than what they've shown in game, and people probably
Yeah,
have no clue.
definitely.
I think with the theory of Calcit being able to be revived, I think also that's how they discovered reconvening, I think.
Oh yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Well, but
I mean,
if
we
you
know-
read the lore, it says the first reconvener came suddenly and without the administrator's knowledge, and Warfarin was also unprepared. But prior to that sentence, it says that the repair of the crystal was approved by M3, and so unless she was a reconvener that was kept completely secret from all record and sealed,
Hmm.
yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
that's
Goddamn government.
it's a conundrum. That's that because I had the same theory. My first
Wait
thing was, oh, she's a
until they
reconvener.
retcon this in the next patch.
Yeah,
Oh no.
wait until the M3 patch
Yeah, I don't think
comes.
we're going to get much more Reconvener lore for at least 3 or 4 more patches.
Yeah, let's hope
Yeah.
so.
All right, well, I think
But
we
hey,
touched
it's
on
almost.
just about everything
almost
that
April.
I wanted to.
I'm excited for whatever April Fool's prank we get.
I heard Super
I
is
wonder.
planning something.
Is that something they do? They do like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Ooh.
Usually some sort of gag activity.
Oh, you mean in
Maybe that's what
games.
the LN is, or the VN. Maybe the VN on YouTube is it's their gag.
Can we get one of those gamble games from Uncle Kennard? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe
The
it's
gamble
too early
one.
for Endfield. Maybe it's too early for Endfield now, but
If we can get
Now
the
I can see it happening.
Yeah, but if we can get the gambling events in Enfield, oh my lord, God,
that would be so funny.
they would be so fun.
3 Marble Agalmorais versus like 5 slugs.
Oh no!
The only problem would be we don't have any. Oh, we do have dog enemies. We do have dog enemies. We can have like 50 dog enemies versus, I don't know, like those people with fire throwers.
50 dog enemies versus 2 Rodingans.
There you go.
It's going to be a disastrous situation when we get Red Blade again.
Oh god, red plates.
I sucked at that too. Almost every guess I made was wrong. I won twice in the whole period of that.
I just
last
know anytime you
betting event.
saw what's his nuts from Mansfield Break, I forget his name.
Jesselton.
Jesselton.
Yeah,
Jesselton. Anytime you see
Jesselton.
Jesselton, that's the losing side.
Just vote against him.
Yeah,
It's the only way to win.
it is the suckiest boss.
All right, gents, we're at the top of the hour. We're at 2:30. We've actually been going for almost 2 hours now. I think we're a bit over schedule, but I think we were all having a pretty good time chatting about this stuff. So, you guys want to give any parting words to our audience for the VOD replay or for our viewers currently?
Play
I guess I
Enfield.
will start again. Yeah, it was pretty fun. So yeah, I hope I can be more often in this podcast in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably schedule it again for the port 1.2.
Oh, I guarantee
1.2,
that.
right.
If there's something big that happens in regular Arknights too, I'm always willing to put one of these together. I like getting together and talking
Yeah, sure.
about lore and everything. So I'm always down. We'll definitely get one together before 1.2 as well, though, for sure.
Definitely.
I'm excited. So, all right, shout out to everybody. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for joining us. I appreciate you all. Happy to be able to chat with you guys while we were talking it out here. So, thanks for coming out. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching. We'll catch you all next time.
Make sure to build your
Bye, Jack.
Curry.
Yeah.
Bye,
Bye bye.